Good evening, Bahamas. Coming up tonight on our news. Why the president of Baha Mar says there should be no surprises once the details of the deal are made public.
The health industry takes another step forward today. That story is coming up straight ahead.
A local church struggles to pick up the pieces after their church bus was vandalized by robbers. That story straight ahead.
The 100-day countdown to the 2017 FIFA Beach Soccer World Cup begins. A timely donation helps a children's home in need. Welcome to our news and thanks for joining us. I'm Christina McNeil. Topping news tonight, 1 week after the Prime Minister announced that details of the Baha Mar deal between the Bahamas government and Chow Tai Fook Enterprises would be made public, the president of Baha Mar says there shouldn't be any surprises. Baha Mar President Graham Davis tells our news that he anticipates those details will be revealed when the time is right.
There shouldn't be really any surprises in those concessions. It's important that the bank, who structured this sale process along with the government, that they take the position, certainly with the bank, on revealing those concessions when the time is right. I can't comment more than that, other than I don't think there should really be any surprises. And we appreciate certainly the support of everyone in government to help us make sure that we're successful for the long term.
The cost of that deal is still unknown, as the records for the sale of Baha Mar to CTF BM Holdings, a subsidiary of CTFE, were court-sealed. Last week, Prime Minister Perry Christie revealed that Attorney General Alison Maynard Gibson had been instructed to make those records public before information is clouded by negative political influence. Davis yesterday stood by the reputation of CTFE, which he says is an incredible company supporting Baha Mar.
We've done multi-billion-dollar developments over in London, which we are currently, with the Greenwich Peninsula project. In Brisbane, Australia, we were doing a $3 billion project. For us, this is a fantastic strategic growth opportunity for CTF, and we're here to stay. We're here to make sure that we create that right culture, that we give the resources and the tools for all of our associates to get the job done each and every day.
Davis says CTFE has the right resources, tools, and training to make the resort a success, along with the core group of Baha Mar employees who will help to open the resort beginning in April.
EXIM Bank has, and the team with Deloitte have really been very, very thoughtful on keeping in some of the key teams in human resources, some of the key team in engineering and security, and certainly as well in housekeeping. There is a core group of over 300 associates that have been employed since the property closed, that are all local, that have been supporting this project all along.
Hiring for Baha Mar began yesterday as the resort seeks to hire 1,500 employees for the phased opening of Baha Mar. Well, the transformation of the country's medical records is underway with the launch of an integrated health management system launched today. Giorgio Bain reports.
Today marks the launch of the Integrated Health Information Management System that will put an end to patient record duplication and launch one patient, one record. Leading executive for the Allscripts company, Patrick Dorothy, was excited to introduce the new integrated system to the room filled with health professionals. According to Dorothy, the system will have the ability to access patient medical records all over the Bahamas, eliminating duplication and making it easier for more efficient healthcare services.
In partnership with M4 Lawson, we will create a system for the whole of the Bahamas, managing clinical, financial, and supply information. The design kickoff and design start this week begin the first of many steps in our journey together. What started last August with a partnership between Allscripts and the Commonwealth of the Bahamas will continue forward during the upcoming months, where the system will be designed, built, and ultimately validated.
Minister of Health Dr. Perry Gomez said as the country is moving forward with its preparations for a national health insurance plan, this is evidence of his ministry's commitment to getting the public health system up to par.
When patient information and medical records are instantly available to clinicians, our clients experience an enhanced quality of care. When a health information system can enhance the procurement and delivery of life-saving medications, when it can automatically alert physicians to a specific patient's needs or problems, then what we are talking about is quite simply a quantum leap forward in the reform and transformation of our healthcare system.
Prime Minister Perry Christie said the almost $19 million upgrade to the system will provide peace of mind not only for the Bahamians utilizing the public health system, but also for healthcare professionals who will now be able to access patient records with ease.
And I shudder with apprehension when I think of what used to be in the context of what will be by what we're doing here this morning, because your life depended on record keeping. Or someone coming behind the previous doctor and understanding his handwriting. And making a diagnosis of what's wrong with the person. And not having records to do so. Put into context, this is a big day for this country. This program represents a significant investment by my government, encompassing a 10-year contractual period at a cost of $18,389,368. I don't know how many cents, but since they won't print out all that money, I was saying nearly $19 million. But the fact of the matter is a sizable investment for the Commonwealth of the Bahamas.
Reporting for our news, I'm Georgia Bain.
In other news, a local Anglican church is still trying to recover from a late-night robbery that left them without a church bus for weeks. Rector of Holy Family Anglican Church, Peter Scott, says the loss of the bus that was stripped of thousands of dollars worth of equipment has left them reeling over the senseless and shocking crime. Jasmine Brown has the details in this report. Jasmine?
They took the compressor and the alternator. The batteries was down there, underneath the seat. And the most interesting thing is they took all the side seats. The fold-down seats? They took all of those. Straight down the line.
And that's not all that was taken, as Scott also says the hubcaps and even a spare tire was pilfered from the locked bus that was parked in the church's rectory. Some of the most surprising items taken included the radio system, window latches, and even side chairs. Scott estimates it will cost nearly $13,000 to replace everything that was taken. He says they have already spent thousands to purchase parts just to get the bus back up and running. But he says there is still a lot more to do to get the bus back to top shape. Scott says the robbery is especially heartbreaking because the bus that was broken into was a replacement for the previous church bus that was destroyed by Hurricane Matthew last October.
We were really shocked. We were in dismay, really, because we had just gotten the bus and scrapped up money to get it, And it really was hurtful that your own people would do this to you, And to the church. In this kind of time we live in, and you'd think the church still has some holiness, some sacredness, but they took us apart. But it's just a shame, that this is happening, and particularly the churches. You get the bus to bring people to church, activities, and, you're left in the lurch.
Scott, who celebrated 30 years as an Anglican priest last year, says the robbery was unlike anything he has ever experienced before. He says the fact that thieves could target a church bus speaks to how society has deteriorated in recent years.
But the churches are normally, spared. You always get your little house breaking and your little car stealing in the Bahamas, and that it has been getting worse over the years, of course. But you always thought the church was holy and the church was sacred, and the people would walk past the church and the church yard and the church property and treat it with respect. But that seems to be changing nowadays. The day we came here and met the bus like that, just barely standing on its wheels, we wanted to cry. It was so heartbreaking. But life goes on, and, the church is supposed to be the institution with faith. And so, we live in faith and hope.
Reporting for our news, I'm Jasmine Brown.
Thanks, Jasmine. And we just want to clarify that is Holy Spirit Anglican Church. Still to come on our news, why one political leader says the upcoming Progressive Liberal Party convention isn't fair to all leadership candidates. A member of the Democratic National Alliance weighs in on one Free National Movement candidate drama. And there are just 100 days until the 2017 FIFA Beach Soccer World Cup. Stay with us.